Modern pocket pistols have become incredibly small. Some are barely larger than a smartphone. They hold more ammunition, they are lightweight, and manufacturers keep making them thinner. So why are some experienced shooters still choosing a revolver for daily carry? It sounds backwards. The answer is not that revolvers are better at everything. They aren't. The answer is that daily carry is not a competition for the most advanced firearm. It is about choosing something you can safely carry, operate, maintain, and understand. And when you look at revolvers from that perspective, their advantages become much more interesting. Here are 7 reasons some shooters still prefer them. Number 7. A revolver doesn't have a slide to rack. This sounds like a small detail. It isn't. Operating a semi-automatic pistol requires the shooter to manipulate the slide during loading, clearing, and certain malfunctions. For someone with limited hand strength, that can be difficult. This is particularly relevant for older shooters or anyone dealing with reduced grip strength. A revolver removes that particular challenge. There is no slide to pull backward, no slide stop to manipulate, no need to overcome the resistance of a recoil spring simply to chamber the first cartridge. The revolver has its own controls and limitations, but its basic operating system can be easier for some people to understand physically. And this is where personal experience matters. Put both types of firearms in the hands of different shooters, and you'll quickly discover something the specification sheet doesn't tell you. Hand strength matters. A pistol that feels effortless to one person can be surprisingly difficult for another. Number 6. Revolvers are extremely straightforward mechanically. A modern semi-automatic pistol is an impressive machine. It fires, the action cycles, the spent casing is extracted, a new cartridge is chambered, the system resets. A revolver approaches the problem differently. The cartridges remain in the cylinder. The cylinder rotates to bring the next chamber into position. There is no magazine feeding system involved in the same way as a semi-automatic pistol. That mechanical simplicity is one reason revolvers have remained popular for so long. But don't misunderstand this. Simple doesn't mean maintenance-free. A revolver still needs cleaning. The cylinder and chambers need attention. The mechanism can develop problems. And a neglected revolver is still a neglected firearm. But the basic operating concept is extremely easy to explain. The cylinder contains the cartridges. The trigger operates the firing mechanism. The cylinder indexes to the next chamber. For some people, that simplicity is reassuring. Number 5. A revolver can be left ready without worrying about magazine springs. Here's a less obvious consideration. Semi-automatic pistols depend on magazines, and magazines contain springs. Those springs are designed to remain under tension, but magazines are still components that can wear, become damaged, or develop feeding problems. A revolver doesn't depend on a detachable magazine to feed the next cartridge. That's one less component involved in the firing cycle. Again, this doesn't mean revolvers cannot malfunction. They can. A revolver can experience ignition problems, cylinder issues, timing problems, or mechanical failures. And when something goes wrong internally, fixing it can be more complicated than simply replacing a magazine. But the important distinction is this. The revolver's ammunition is already contained inside the cylinder. There is no magazine to insert, no magazine to seat, no magazine-related feeding cycle. For some daily carry owners, fewer moving steps means greater confidence. Number 4. Revolvers can be extremely compact. This is where pocket pistols usually fight back. Modern semi-automatic pistols can be incredibly thin, and that's a major advantage. But revolvers have one interesting trick. Their width is concentrated around the cylinder. That gives them a different shape. Instead of a long rectangular magazine extending through the grip, the revolver distributes its ammunition around a cylinder. This can create a very compact overall package. And small revolvers have existed for generations precisely because manufacturers learned how to shrink the design dramatically. But there is a trade-off. A tiny revolver isn't automatically easier to shoot. In fact, the opposite can happen. The shorter grip gives your hand less surface area. The lighter frame can make recoil more noticeable, and the smaller sights can be harder to use. So if someone tells you that a micro revolver is automatically more comfortable than a pocket pistol, don't take their word for it. Handle both. The right answer depends on your hands. Number 3. Revolvers don't depend on a specific grip to cycle the action. This is one of the most important mechanical differences. A semi-automatic pistol has to cycle. That means the slide needs enough rearward movement to eject the fired casing and chamber another round. If the shooter has difficulty maintaining a proper grip, the pistol can potentially fail to cycle correctly. This is commonly discussed as limp wristing. A revolver doesn't operate that way. There is no reciprocating slide that needs to travel backward after every shot. The cylinder advances mechanically. That makes the revolver less dependent on the shooter's grip strength for cycling. Again, that doesn't mean grip doesn't matter. It absolutely does. But the operating system is different. For some shooters, particularly those who struggle with semi-automatic pistol manipulation, that difference can be significant. Number 2. Revolvers offer an interesting reliability advantage. Now we're entering dangerous territory. Because you've probably heard someone say, revolvers never jam. That's simply not true. Revolvers can malfunction, but they don't generally experience the same type of feeding and cycling failures associated with semi-automatic pistols. There is no magazine feeding a cartridge into the chamber. There is no slide that must travel backward and forward after every shot. There is no requirement for the action to cycle using recoil energy. Instead, the cylinder rotates to the next chamber. That eliminates certain categories of malfunction, but it introduces others. A mechanical problem inside the revolver can potentially disable the entire firearm, and that's why responsible revolver owners still inspect and maintain their guns. The real advantage isn't revolvers never fail, it's that their failure modes are different, and for some shooters, that simplicity is valuable. Number 1. The biggest advantage is familiarity. This is the point I think gets overlooked the most. The best carry firearm isn't necessarily the one with the highest capacity. It isn't necessarily the lightest, and it isn't necessarily the newest. It is the one you can operate safely and confidently. Imagine 2 people. One carries a modern pocket pistol with a large magazine, but they rarely practice. They aren't comfortable manipulating the slide. They don't understand how their controls work, and they aren't confident with the firearm. The second person carries a simple revolver. They know its trigger. They know its sights. They know how to load and unload it safely. They practice regularly. They understand its limitations. Which person has made the more sensible equipment choice? That's the question. And now I want to hear from you. If you had to choose one for daily carry, would you take a modern pocket pistol or a compact revolver? And don't just give us the model. Tell us why. Is it reliability, simplicity, hand strength, comfort, or simply the fact that you've spent years learning how that revolver behaves? Because the pocket pistol market may be moving faster than ever, but the revolver isn't going anywhere. And sometimes, the best technology isn't the newest technology. It's the technology you understand completely.